Hello, I'm Stanley Lucian and welcome to the HGS Epoll. It's your opportunity to weigh in on the most pressing issues of the day. St. Lucia faces a growing higher education gender gap, with women significantly outnumbering men in undergraduate and postgraduate programs. Officials are exploring strategies to encourage more young men to pursue higher education. Census data reveals women hold nearly twice as many bachelor's degrees, 4,520 versus 2,506, and significantly more masters, 2,072 versus 1,222, and doctoral degrees, 2,006 versus 163 than men, though men slightly outnumber women in technical and vocational education. The government also recognizes complex societal factors like the block culture contributing to this imbalance. So, given these statistics and government's efforts, we ask, can St. Lucian men eventually achieve parity with women in higher education? We took to the streets to get your opinion, and here's what you had to say.
La ban pièce côté à sous indication nom kay ka check ak femme. Right now là les mon gars de pays ça, c'est femme qui kay vinn kay prend devant à sous en tant qu'a vinn. Mga tout manière mon gars de me tourner parce que c'est nom même pas plus ça y a besoin. Moun qui sort y a besoin c'est plus femme qui sort. Yo c'est teacher, yo c'est manager, tout go manager c'est madame pièce ou pas un nom ça comme ça. Yon nom tout partout aller c'est madame monsieur pense ça. Non, pour step up. You probably step up. So, ça, you can faire from Cameroon.
Yes, it's something that man is supposed to be the head. So man could catch up with it any pace. That's the word of the Almighty. We are the ones who allow them to. So men have to pull up their socks and show that they are men, all right? And we could do that.
Well, when it comes to education, I mean, I have that concern, you know. But when it comes to leadership, I don't support women as leader or prime minister or governor or nothing like that. But you see, we the men are sleeping. We are not that concerned when it comes to education or this and that and the other, or not even to lead. You understand? Because God says man in charge, but the men give the women the control now. So women is in charge. My brother, I don't support women in charge, so that's how it is. The men won't pass the women when it comes to education. They won't.
They can, if they take their university education just like the women. They need to catch up with the women, rise up. The men sit back and they want women to take care of them, which is very unfair to us women. They do not want to do anything to improve their status. And it's high time these young men rises to help themselves, to be better role models in the future, to be better parents in the future. When I really look at them, they are no role models because their pants are falling on them.
They are the managers, they are the heavy duty equipment operators, principals, managing directors, and other high position in society. So the men need to step up.
That's a very nice question. I will say no. Women know best. Women save their little dollar. Women hide their little dollar. They go to school, they come back, look for something good, and they still try with everything they have. I'll say no. It'll not be easy for the men to catch up with the women. Women are women. So men have to step up, pull up their pants to reach right. Well, in fact, pull up their socks, reach right underneath their pants, and try their best.
Well, I don't think so, but then it can happen because I just believe that men are just too laid back. They could do much better than that because indeed the man's supposed to be the head of the home, and it's like the women now just taking over because they are pushing themselves forward. They are going into education, furthering their education and exploring, whereas the men are just laid back. So they need to really step up, yes.
No, man cannot catch up with women because man has failed. Man want to kill man. Man want to be a born vanity instead of man living for woman up full way.
to the right way. So we find they'll have a lot of women and less men.
Well, to me, I am not sure. I am hoping they will, but from what I see, I find that more women are education based. They're more studious than the men. So you find that the women are more into, they can manage better. They think on their feet. The men may be more work oriented, labor oriented. So I hope that the men will, but for what I can see from now, it's a little low for me.
Boys have to be careful of what they are doing, because this cellular phone, mobile phone, is confusing a lot of them, because they put in more interest in the mobile phone than they put in the interest in the education. And the phone itself, they are not using it in the right way that they have to use it to educate themselves. So I am please calling the boys, put themselves first. Don't let the women play the leading role, because they are the one that have all the position in society. And principals, managers, in all sectors of the society. The men has been keeping themselves back. So I'm calling on them, try and develop themselves. Put a big effort, and parents see after the boys too.
Well, I think men are doing okay. They just need to do better. And I think it's a cycle. It's just women turn at this point in time. But I think in due time, men are going to realize that they need it, and they are going to push it themselves. As we can see now that women are getting all the big positions in society. They are being CEOs, bank managers. And it is high time that we as men to realize that we need to step up to make a difference in society, so that we can be the leaders that even God ordained to lead in our community.
Thanks for those responses. And now to our new discussion. The decades-long challenge of chronic violent crime has raised questions about the effectiveness of St. Lucia's criminal justice system. A huge backlog of cases, exacerbated by a shortage of both private and public criminal trial lawyers and insufficient courts, continue to impede swift administration of justice. While the custody suites, the halls of justice, and the Northern Divisional headquarters are under construction, the system struggles to keep a pace with the crime rate. Some argue that these challenges, coupled with the extended pre-trial detention in certain cases, can erode public trust. So we ask, are you confident in the criminal justice system? Remember, our Epoll team is always on the go to get your responses as well. Watch the HTS News Force from 7 p.m. for the results and the new discussion.